Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Alan's Day. Change of plans already. I think it's easier for Gene to get the generator from there to the ground than it is from getting the generator out of the back of the truck to the ground. So that's where the generator is going to stall. We still got to see if it'll work here. Cord came with the trailer, but dielectric grease. Notice dielectric grease. Put just a little squirt in each one of these about once a year, just to help keep the corrosion down out of there. That just hooks up onto here. You got one plug with a little barb on there. That lines up with that plug right there. Push that in. Don't cross thread this. Very gently. Screw that on there. So that's on there. Plug this into here. But before we turn and plug this on, we got to make sure that the air conditioner is turned off so that we don't have a full load on there. So right now it's on there. There we go. We got it off. A little more dielectric grease. There we go. I already checked the oil in there. This has got a safety for the oil shut off on there. Choke. Put the choke on for a couple of pulls. Make sure the engine that's off. Turn it up so it's on. I had the choke the wrong direction, that's why it took 3 pulls. So to choke it, it's got to go forward. To run, it's got to be back. Since we're turning the air conditioner on, we got to turn the throttle. This is the eco. If you're just running light stuff, you keep it on eco. If you're running heavy stuff and you know you're running heavy stuff, put her on high idle. And let's go see if that air conditioner is going to work. It's working. Well, it's getting warm out. We are just heading to town. Jean's going to give it her first drive here. Before we do that, we got to check some lights here. Make sure all the lights are working. Light check! I got to get the light check, girl. We got lights. Time to head to town. We had to make a slight detour. Had to stop at the shop first. Unload some construction material out of the back of the trailer from our holiday home build down in Tennessee. So this is good practice for Jean. We're going to get her to back up to the dumpster. Looks like we got to adjust our brakes a little bit. See how she does. I think she'll do just fine. Well, let's get the junk unloaded. Into there. Yeah, we got a lot of junk. Made it to our first stop. Fleet Farm. And we got a 65-gallon tank. I just got to figure out how to secure it in here for Jean's water. And I got to get an end for it also here, so we got a hose in there. We're getting closer to getting her gone in a couple of days to go camping. Menards, next stop. Made it back from town. Had our second stop at Menards. We got some grab handles to replace this one right here. Gonna put a nice stainless steel grab bar there for Jean to grab a hold of. She needs the grab bar up there. We got a few other things too. We got some 1-inch styrofoam insulation for the ceiling up there. I'll get that cut. This winter I'll take and sheet that in and fill that, finish that. But I got to get her out of here for Tuesday. Next thing is she can't reach the saddle rack. So I got to take and drop this down. So I got to drill a hole right here. And then I'll take and drop this one down a little bit too. So let me get that drilled out, get that moved down. I like these step bits for drilling this light gauge material. This is a Milwaukee. It does a good job.
That was a Miss Alyssa sighting. Oh God, there's another one. She's been pretty rare these days.
This is what I gotta deal with around here.
That's what we do when we don't have a tack bar. We just toss her in.
That one's done. Gotta drop that one down. And then this is off the list. And this is my helper out here. Me and Taz, we get a lot done. Got the bar in. Now when you're walking up to the trailer and you got to get in there, you got a grab bar. You can never have enough grab bars. And to finish it off, a couple dabs of caulk. Right there gets one, and one at the other tab. And bring this up. That gets locked into there. And with this caulk, this caulking, it wipes up really easy and clean. And there we go. Working our way around to this corner, you saw me, I got the saddle rack dropped down. Could go a little lower, but that's better than what it was. Gene put a handle right here too for a grab bar for when you walk up to here. You can grab a hold of this. It's just the cheap plastic one that they had by the main door there. So if you're coming out and you got a horse with saddle on and stirrups, this thing's going to snap right off, which is a good thing. So also, you notice we took the divider out of there. Never had much luck with dividers and horse trailers. All my entire life we ran stock trailers like that one. We got a 30-foot stock trailer. It works just fine. Once you have the dividers in there, it seems like it's a pinch point for mostly people. If you're in there with a horse, that divider's going right in the garbage. So next step, grab bar right here. I just got to see what I got for structure underneath here and how wide this tube is, and get one on there. Same procedure as the other one. Put some latex caulk underneath to keep the rattles out of it, and use the shortest screw that you can. I felt pretty confident there wasn't anything behind here because they already had screws in here ready for the handle. So I've got these stainless steel self-drilling, self-tapping screws in here. That's what's been working out. So let me get 2 more screws in there and I'll be good. And I'll be safe getting up here because they're good for 500 pounds. I gotta stay away from the buffets. One more grab bar in, right there. That way when you're coming up, step on here, grab this, you can pull yourself up there a little better. That's enough with the grab bars. Let's move on to something else. We're moving on to grease and wheel bearings. And we are fortunate on this axle, there is a grease zerd right in the middle there. And then look down in there to make sure the grease isn't all burnt and dirty. That looks pretty clean in there. Now, use a good quality grease. The most expensive stuff you can get. What I use, my go-to is Lucas Red Tacky. It's got a real high drip point on there. And you got to put grease in here when it's somewhat warm out. Do not be doing this when it's cold, and I'll explain why in a little bit. Let me get the grease gun put together, and I'll show you how I grease them. I ran out of grease. Put my tube in there. Lock her in there. Oh, there we go. We got grease started. Now, in that little zert there, make sure your grease gun is clean on the end. Make sure that you do have grease coming out of there, and you can feel it. This is a place where you do not use one of those electric high-powered grease guns. Reason is, there's a pretty good chance that you're going to be blowing the seals out of the back of this, out of the back of the hub. And that's the other reason why you grease it when it's warm out, is so that you don't have thick grease blowing the back out. So the best time to do this is just after you're on a road trip and this is still warm, grease it. Or if it's a warm day out today, grease it. Now put the grease gun on the end and give it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pumps. That's it. Some of the videos that you see on YouTube say grease it until it comes out the end right here. No. there's a pretty good chance you're going to blow the back seal out of there, and then you're going to have grease on your brakes, and it's going to cost you $1,000 to go around this thing if you bring it to a shop and have them put new seals in there, replace your pads and everything. So, hand grease gun only, 5 pumps a couple times a season, and as long as it's warm to the touch when you're going down the road, that's all you need to do. Let me get all the other ones greased here. I just got all the air pressure checked in them. I'm going to get the torque wrench out and just see what the torque is on the lug nuts, as long as I got it this far apart. Don't forget to put your rubber cap back on there. It goes right in the center here. And keeps the dirt out. Torque wrench. That's a 1/2 inch fine thread stud on there. Still making progress on Gene's horse trailer. Got the water tank in there. This is a 65-gallon tank, and it fits right behind here. I got some jack straps holding it in, so it's not going anywhere. On the bottom here, this is a 3/4 inch, or a 1 inch pipe to a 3/4 inch barb fitting, and I put a 5/8 silicone heater hose on there. And so you'll just take this, gravity feed, simple, no pumps, no wires. Take this, go to the edge of the back of the truck here, open the valve up, fill your buckets, and away you go. So now we got, or Gene has plenty of water for the horses. Because usually if we take 2 horses, 55-gallon drum of water will be gone in 2 days. So, lots of water. Got this off the list. Thank you for watching Alan's Day. Life is about making choices. Some things are already perfect. Some things you may choose to upgrade. This channel will show you both. Please like, subscribe, and share. Thanks again.